What up, y'all? I finally decided to just freaking go for it and record a YouTube talking head video. It's been a couple months since I've updated anything and added even shorts on here. That's because I have been living. I have been working hard in my coaching business and serving clients and supporting corporate partners and closing up shop. Traditionally, since starting my business 7-8 years ago, I decided I'm always going to take the last week of the year off and the first week of the new year off. Calls, meetings, anything like that, just to reset, rest, rejuvenate, and do whatever the fuck I want, basically. Now that the holiday season festivities for Christmas time is over, I thought, what else do I want to do with my time? I want to do a bunch of art and I want to update my YouTube video. Another reason why I have been so absent here is just because I have been so present with living in my new life since migrating from the Bay to Oaxaca, Mexico in May. It is now December. We're about to enter 2025 and complete 2024. And I can't believe about 8 months has passed by. And yeah, I just decided to talk about that. It has been wild living here. I have been in Oaxaca visiting with my partner and his family here many times during Christmas season, Day of Dead, and La Galaguetza, which is in July. And to live here during these seasons is just, wow, it is a lot. There are fiestas, parades, either calendas, posadas, or comparsas, depending on the holiday and the fiesta season, all day, all night, all morning long. And I just couldn't miss out. I had to be present with it, have fun, be out in the streets, eating, dancing, connecting with folks, and having my own cocoon time, going inward, my alone time, business time, work time. It's just a lot, and YouTube is not my full-time gig. Maybe not yet. It's not like I'm trying to make YouTube my full-time gig, but I do like the thought of creating and maybe eventually making some sort of passive income on here like everybody says you can. It's just a creative outlet. And so I just thought, stop overthinking it, Nadia. No script, no filter. Just talk about what you've been experiencing in this video today. So that's what I want to share with you. Since migrating here and spending about 8 months here in Oaxaca, Mexico, the furthest away I have ever been. If you know Northern California geography and locations, I was born and raised in Sacramento, California, and at 17 moved to San Francisco for school and college on my own and lived there for about 16 or so years. Moved to Oakland for 4 years during the pandemic, and then migrated all the way down to the southernmost part of Mexico to Oaxaca, Mexico, Oaxaca City. And so that means I was just living in a little 3-hour radius, basically, for the majority of my life until I moved at 35 here. It was very exciting, very adventurous, but I've been thinking a lot about that saying goes, your new life will cost you your old life. It is so true. There is always an exchange of things. There's always, not grass is greener on the other side, but there's always just something you're going to miss, something you're going to want, something you let go of and release to create space for your new life, to create space for new things to pour in and flow in. The process of moving and migrating was a releasing of so much. I think about all the grief and sadness I felt leading up to the move in May and the moments of grief and surrendering and release that still happen even 8 months later. Part of that is, yeah, your girl is homesick sometimes, but sometimes it's for the place itself. Like, I miss the hustle and bustle and the vibrant culture of the Bay Area. I miss it. I miss my Filipino community there. I had such a rich, vibrant community in activism, in food, in cannabis culture, in friendships, and I miss my larger Bay Area community and just being able to walk through my neighborhood shops and coffee spots and my favorite thrift stores, because they're, unfortunately, yes, there's a secondhand scene here, but not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Just miss my old habits, my old ways, and I have to release that. This holiday season, I definitely realize how much I love my family's traditions in Sacramento, how much I miss seeing my family so regularly. I have a big ass Filipino family in Northern California. All my mom's 9 siblings immigrated to Sacramento in the 70s, and my dad, half of my dad's siblings immigrated to Sacramento as well. So I just grew up with a bunch of aunties and uncles, a bunch of cousins. And yes, my partner's family is in Oaxaca, and it's different traditions, different connections and closeness. I have realized I am community sick, not necessarily homesick, family sick, friendship sick. And at the same time, I have to create space to be present with the community and the connections that are available here. So another thing I've been thinking about is how, because I am an online business owner, since 2017, I've been doing leadership and negotiation coaching and coaching overall and supporting BIPOC women and femmes for 7-8 years now. As a result, I easily make connections online. The majority of people that I think I interact daily with are on Zoom, on social media, when I'm promoting and sharing my work and marketing and just sharing my life, mainly on Instagram and LinkedIn, now here on YouTube. I'm like constantly creating connections online. I'm still craving that community in person in Oaxaca that I know takes time to build. I keep saying out loud, damn, the people that I'm closest with, that are closest to me, all my favorite people are on my phone, right? And I'm like, that cannot be. I need to be out in the world, which hence, like, on my free time, YouTube is a free time thing, and I need to be able to use that free time to be out in community. It's not just to not feel lonely, it's to be weaved into the fabric of the place that I call home now, integrated into the land, into the culture, into humanity and the lifestyle that is here in Oaxaca. Part of that is also me being able to learn the language faster. Yo, my Spanish is pretty freaking good now. I'm not 100% fluent, but in the 8 months of being here, my comprehension, my ability to understand not just context, but full sentences, be in conversation with people has advanced so rapidly, more than I ever thought I could. And that was part of my dreams, right? One of my life dreams was to speak Spanish, and I never could or never made the space while I was in the hustle and bustle and grind of the Bay Area, US capitalism, and just needing to grind. Now I have that space. I've been with my partner for 15 years. It's a little bit shameful. We purely speak Spanglish together, our whole relationship, but now we can speak fully in Spanish, which we never were able to. I think I was at the same little level for 5 years. And in 8 months, I've just skyrocketed higher in my ability to communicate in Spanish. And I'm just realizing it's a dream come true. And I'm already dreaming like, okay, then I'll have space once I got Spanish on lock. I can have a little bit more space to finally teach myself and learn Tagalog or Kapampangan, which are the 2 languages that my family speaks from the Philippines. And that's a dream of mine too, to understand my own mother tongue as a child of the Filipino diaspora, of the Philippines diaspora. And so these are things that I realize, wow, I've created space for. I always believed in my heart of hearts that I'm not just a coach, I'm not just an ex-techie, I'm not just an professional and worker. I have always wanted to be an artist and a creative, and I never had the space to really do that. I kept saying it out loud and trying to manifest it in the Bay and in the US and in my life there, but I just never had the time. I was always too tired, wanting to do other things like have fun, kick it with the homies, with the fam. And here, I have the space. Here, it is slow. There's not too much urgency. Some days are freaking packed and busy as we're trying to establish our life here and do things like get my residency, get a car finally, so we could take trips outside of Oaxaca City to other cities, other towns, other pueblos in Oaxaca State and in other states in Mexico. But for the most part, there is spaciousness where after I clock out, quote unquote, from work, after I do content, after I do my coaching calls, I'm able to do whatever I want. And maybe that's because I still don't have hella friends here yet. I have like 2 friends here, and I'm slowly building, deepening connection, and I'm taking my time with them. At first I was in a rush, and now I'm just trying to take it a little bit back and take my time. I was able to take classes like an indigo dyeing class, and that I have a YouTube video on that I can link to. But I also took a Shakira earring bead making class, and since then I'm just obsessed. I've made so many pairs of earrings that are either mismatched, different shapes. I just did these little guys yesterday. They're so cute. I don't know if you can see that. And then I decided to play and do this for no reason, just because I can, just because I want to, and I'm obsessed. I've never done a craft that I've loved so much. And I was thinking yesterday, one of my friends who I took this class with spent Christmas with me and my family here in Oaxaca. We made glayudas. It was fun. And I was thinking yesterday, wow, would I have ever made all these earrings if I never moved here, right? Would I have never, I've done 2 different woodblock carvings and prints. I thought I could show you. It's not there. I have done a bunch of watercolor paintings. I've done indigo dyeing. I'm about to take a ceramics class. And these are things that, one, they're not very accessible. And again, I'm speaking from a place of privilege that I have the space and time and the financial privilege to be able to do this here in Oaxaca. But it just never felt like there was enough time to do anything creative. That was just my experience. You might have a different one, but surrendering, I'm realizing, letting go of your old life comes with grief. Yes, I experienced so much of that. Again, I miss so much. And again, the point of what I think life is to allow yourself the space to see what flows in that feels natural and good and values aligned and passionate or passion filled for you. And I feel like I'm finding the softest parts of myself. I feel like I'm rediscovering play. I see that life is not just about work and my business, which, damn, I can't tell y'all how involved my brain was with my business these 7-8 years when I am off work, right? Like working out, I used to be on my phone all the freaking time, just like absorbing something, creating content, answering emails. I used to be eating out with my partner, and he would look at me and be like, I feel like I'm not in a conversation with you. Are you thinking about work right now? Are you stressed? Or I would get so much white hair even. I got a lot of white hair. I'm not ashamed of it, but I feel like in the last 4 years during the panini, it rapidly, the stress of being an entrepreneur and just the stress of global crisis and witnessing so much horror in this world. I just felt suffocated by capitalism too. I grew so much white hair rapidly, and I swear to you, it has stopped since moving here. For me and my partner, we're both like, I feel like we're not getting as much white hair as we used to. It's kind of declined the rapid progression of pepper gray in our freaking head. All that to say is I had to let go of some elements like that I actually love of living a fast city life in the Bay Area. US comforts, even, right? Like being able to have hot water without heating up the water heater first for 10-15 minutes, being able to, I don't know, simple things like, yo, it's Mexico, but you can't always throw your toilet paper in the toilet because I'm in a neighborhood that's like 400 years old. The pipes are old, y'all. The pipes are old, so you gotta throw it in the waste bin. Being able to put garbage bins outside, like in the US, overnight for garbage pickup the next day. You can't do that here. You gotta wait in here for a bell and go and throw your garbage directly into a truck. And if you miss it, hopefully it's not too bad, but sometimes they're on strike. Sometimes they don't come, or sometimes you just probably missed it. You slept in or you didn't hear the bell, and garbage can accumulate. These are random things I'm saying, random anecdotes of daily life here that I have gotten so used to, and at the same time miss just daily comforts and privileges or systems that I didn't realize were privileges. Something I've been saying a lot when people are like, what are some culture shocks? I think it's more like culture surprises or culture adjustments in my mind. I think there's a lot to learn about this movement that all the girlies want, which is to be a soft girl, to have a soft girl life, to move to another country and have that soft girl life that you can't really have in the US sometimes, right? What does that really mean to you? And are you ready to let go of everyday comfort? Are you ready to let go of little privileges and conveniences like that? There's just so much to say around this, and if you are watching throughout this, I would love to know what in all I'm saying is resonating with you and what in all I'm saying you want to hear more about. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I really am just marinating in the spaciousness of my next couple weeks off, and I hope to do more YouTube videos, but no promises. I will try to not overthink it and upload this video as soon as possible before the end of 2024. So happy holidays if you celebrate, and happy completion to 2024. I hope the end of this year brings you everything that you need to step and flow into 2025 with more confidence, more authenticity, more alignment, more peace, more joy, more love, and abundance. All right, I'll see you later.